of yourself, so the startups who are going to be pitching will know what you are, what stage you invest in, your background, and also the people who will be watching the YouTube will also have an idea of how they can reach out to you. So, Khalid, you want to start?
Sure. Thank you, Ozan, and also great to see you here again. And shame we're not there in person in Istanbul, in that fantastic city. It's always
Soon,
a great
inshallah.
Soon, yeah, hopefully soon. Just a bit about me. My name is Khalid Talhouni. I'm the managing partner at Noah Capital. It's a new VC firm we launched 3 months ago in the middle of all of this craziness. So it's an interesting time to be both fundraising and a VC. I think we are very optimistic for the rate of transformation in digital adoption regionally and globally, and I think we're really excited to work with entrepreneurs in seizing this opportunity. Prior to this, I was a managing partner at Wanda Capital, which is a MENA and Turkey focused VC firm that we launched about 7 years ago. And so my background, I've always been in VC, and I really focused sort of cross-sector in different things with a particular emphasis on, I would say, emerging markets and kind of our region. So that's me in a nutshell.
Congratulations, Khalid, for the closing the round. It's good timing, very good timing for you. So I'm Timothy. I'm from Speed Invest. I'm part of the investment team on our enterprise deep tech focused cluster here. A little bit about Speed Invest. We're a European VC fund. We're headquartered in Vienna, but we also have offices.
Timothy?
Yes.
Are you on the internet?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. A little bit about Speed Invest. So we're headquartered in Vienna, Austria, but we also have offices in Berlin, London, Munich, San Francisco, and London. So we're an early stage VC. So we invest in pretty early companies, and we were also structured to provide a lot of operational support for portfolio companies. So things like business development, marketing, this type of stuff. So excited to be here for the second day and excited to learn a lot more about some interesting companies. So. And I'll hand things off to, I'm not sure who's next.
Perfect. So with the startup, the format, just to remind one who's watching, we're going to have a 2.5-minute video of the startups, and after that we're going to have a Q&A part where if you're going to ask a question, unmute yourself and turn your camera. While the startups are pitching, I'll ask you to turn your cameras and turn your microphone off. And once we are back, you'll have, if you're interested to have one question, you don't have to. If you don't, I'm going to be asking a question if there's anything that I see missing. And then we're going to just hit the ground running, do 17 programs, 17 startups. And then we'll be good to go for the second day. We are going to be starting with Blossoms, and then leave it to Elif to kick it off.
Hello everyone, we are Blossoms and we are here to empower your lives. The story of Blossoms begins with Michael. This is how we start this day, this is how we end this day, and this is Michael throughout the day. I'm definitely sure you all can relate with Michael in some way or the other. In fact, 6 out of 10 people in significant workplaces are like Michael, overly stressed. And with COVID-19, the situation is even more depressing. So when we asked Michael and 600 of our other users, what do you do to improve your lifestyle? They said that they had been using the fitness apps. But then we realized these fitness apps, they said that majority of them said that they are very expensive, or people just lose interest in using this fitness app after a point of time, or they are just not aware about it. So where should Michael go? Michael should use Blossoms, a gamification-based wellness app that rewards you for living a better life. How can you improve your lifestyle? by completing personalized challenges like this one, the 7-day self-discovery challenge, by participating in events like the quarantine virtual run, and by exploring a wide range of products from our wellness store, that is based on sleep, fitness, productivity, and mindfulness. Use Blossoms is simple. You select the challenge that you want to participate or the event, you personalize it, you set your own targets, and then you earn rewards, okay, using our wellness store. The community aspect and the gamification aspect, we believe, sets Blossoms really different, from its competitors, because the gamification approach would help the users to make sure that they come to our app platform, again and again. The motivation aspect, right, that Michael lacked. We earn money using two major sources. One is the affiliate marketing, and the other is using by selling our own products like the courses, the challenges, the bundled subscriptions. So to validate our idea, we created this Facebook chatbot, and within 3 weeks, we got about over 100 subscribers with a $500 in revenue. This market is huge. It's growing more than 33% in Asia Pacific. So our test market is Singapore. Then we want to expand in India and then Southeast Asia. Last but not the least, this is our Blossoms team. I'm the founder, Siddharth, who takes care of the technical aspects. This is my co-founder Sarvesh. He is the business lead. And in all, with Blossoms, we want to disrupt the wellness industry and create an impact in people's life. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Great pitch. Can you tell us a little bit more about
Thank you.
In the product development?
Sorry, I missed you.
So where are you in terms of the product roadmap, and what are kind of the key milestones in like the next product?
Yeah, sure. So for Blossoms, we 3 weeks ago we launched our chatbot prototype, and currently we are developing the web app. So basically, we are scheduled to launch the web app by first week of July. So that would be for beta testing in Singapore. So probably after one month of feedback in August, we'll be going to go to market to India for further feedback. So I guess by October, when startup Istanbul is scheduled, we will be we'll be ready for full go to market in Singapore and India, and then we'll be expanding to Southeast Asia subsequently.
Thanks for the presentation. Could you go a little bit deeper into how you really see your USP? Right? So can you dig a little bit deeper into what your competitive advantage over the columns of the world is, and why? So you went a little bit into this, but why do you need a chatbot, right? Why do you need some of the other features that you?
Thank you, Timothy, for the question. So what we believe is that wellness and health is very important to a user, and there have been like so many products, so much data is collected on a daily basis, like maybe millions and billions of bytes of data, whether it's these apps which tracks your steps, or your health data, your sleep data. But what at Blossoms we believe that it's really important that that we use this data in such a way that can add value to the user. So what we have done is we have integrated this data platforms like Google Fit, or whether it's Strava, or whether it's other wellness apps, and based on certain indicators we use it to reward our user. So I guess our competitive advantage is that we don't head to head compete with the competitors as such. Instead, we want to collaborate with them. We want to use their data, and we want to add more value to the user. I guess which would motivate them to use it. Use our platform again and again. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Fair enough. So let us know when you launch, and we'll be the beta testers.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Next in line will be Carigo, and Chris will be pitching.
Hi, I'm Chris, the CEO and founder of Carigo Logistics, a digital platform connecting cargo owners and trucks. not only in Nigeria, but across Africa. Here's an opportunity for you to be able to invest in our business. The problems we have identified with the logistics space in Nigeria is the fact that the services are declining, not good trucks in the market. There's a 70% idle trucks who are actually the major players in the market, single truck owners. There's also a lack of financing, and because of this, there's a 75% deficit of truck in the market. And of course, the cargo owners whom we're trying to connect with trucks are trying to save costs. The truck owners are also trying to maximize profit. So we created Carrigo as a digital platform where we are able to connect the major players, the truck owners, 70% who are actually idle. And then by that, we're solving the problem of the 75% deficit of trucks partially. So with a single mobile app, we are able to connect the trucks on our platform. Since 2016, when we launched our business, we have 13 paying users who are all multinationals. We have over 200 trucks on our platform who are tracked. And we also have access to over 10,000 trucks on our platform. Our business model is quite simple. It's a commission-based model. For every truck we connect with a cargo owner, there's a 20 to 25% margin. On the average, we make $72 on every trip. The market opportunity is quite fantastic. It's a $20 billion market size, 12,000 daily demand of trucks, of which only 25% of these demands are met, which makes competition insignificant in this market. In 2018, we were able to raise a seed capital of $150,000 from Via Africa. We were able to grow our revenue by 71%, grow our margin by also 27%, also launched a new business we call Gora. Today, we are looking at a $5.3 million raise, which is going to be channeled towards working capital. 69% of that is going to be going towards asset acquisition, 26% of that towards financing trips, and of course, our IoT device we need to also upgrade. With what we have today, the utilization of the funds, 60% of the returns on investment will be coming from our revolutionary model of replacing aging trucks on our platform, which is one of the reasons why there are declining of service in the industry. With our Gora, which is the subscription-based model, we want to upgrade our IoT device that comes with its 97% returns on investment. And of course, every trip that you finance, there's a 3.5% monthly interest, which is also a very good return for our investors. To date, we have our team combined 45 years of experience in the industry, logistics, telecommunications, fintech, energy. And we are looking right now that if we are able to raise funding, we'll be able to expand across Africa.
Okay. Chris, can you hear us? Are you here? You are muted.
Thanks for the nice pitch. You're building something impressive. Could you dig a little bit deeper into your traction in terms of revenue? I just didn't quite catch that in the pitch.
Okay. Over the last few years that we started, we've generated over $500,000 in revenue. The market is actually quite big, but in terms of market size, it's not even up to 1%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
so
then what is your revenue?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so of the $500,000 that I talk about in terms of revenue, that's our 25% commission that is hand on that. Mm-hmm. So that's where the commission actually comes from. So for us, it's a numbers game. In terms of the number of trips you are able to complete, then you talk about the return. So in a month, if you're actually able to burn $1 million, you're actually talking about the returns of 20% on every trip completed. So it's quite a simple business model, but it actually requires funding based on the huge demand in the market. So essentially what we're actually doing is we are financing these trips for a commission. And based on the fact that...
Wait for questions.
No, this is really interesting. Like, are you the... what was your revenue in 2019 and what's your current monthly recurring revenue?
Our total revenue in 2019 was $332,000. In terms of our current recurring monthly, it's about 35,000. I'll say 35,000. However, that is based on the fact that
Don't shoot the dog, but can you keep him quiet? Not kidding. We're used to doing this.
But that is still based on about 5% of the total demands that we get from all our corporate clients. We currently operate at about 7% of the total demand, largely due to the fact that we need quite a lot of funding to be able to accept those trips.
Khalid, you have seen examples like this in Middle East. You want to jump in with questions?
Yeah, I think I was just I cut out there for a second, but I was going to ask, how do you benchmark against Kobo in West Africa in particular? I don't know if you mentioned that before or not, because my line went off a bit.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
So you're familiar with Kobo, trucking business?
Absolutely.
And yeah, so how do you differentiate against Kobo in West Africa or Lorry in East Africa?
Well, they are well known to us. We've had fantastic relationship as well. The model is the same, but I will tell you also that the market size between Lorry and Kobo is still less than 5% of the total market size. So the market is actually huge, and that's why I said that competition is quite insignificant in this market.
These markets, yeah, go ahead.
So it's similar, but you're saying there's enough market share for everyone. That's what.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Inshallah, there's enough market size. Usually, winner takes it all could be applied into these situations. So good luck with the fundraising, and take the questions into consideration when you're revising your pitch. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see you. And now we're going to have English GTI with Yasser.
Hello. Most students who want to learn a foreign language have a problem with the time of their classes. Their second problem is that they can't self-study using online courses. Also, private online classes are very expensive, and even in this case, time is a deciding factor, especially considering the time difference in a global market. At English GTI, we have prepared a series of videos from general to IELTS taught by highly educated and experienced teachers. However, the point of departure is that students watch the videos at their own speed at any time they want and as many times as they want. More importantly, they receive individualized feedback and monitoring from their teachers in less than an hour for their homework and exams in each session. The system applies for starter levels to getting a 7 or above band score in the IELTS exam. Our revenue model is a service fee model. We charge students a certain amount of money for the package and the service that we provide. About 80% of our income is our actual profit share. Since the beginning, we have considered all online sites as our competitors. We debugged all their problems and tried to find solutions for them. Some of these websites include Eurocenter.com and Lingoda.com. They are international competitors and they don't work in Iran. As I mentioned, most of them have timing problems and have online face-to-face classes. Also, if students have a problem or question, they do not have instant access to their teachers and tutors. We have solved the timing and one-to-one feedback. They cannot be considered as our direct competitors because of our business model. These businesses have a very low profit share because of their revenue model. We started with the Iranian market about 15 months ago, a market with more than 75 million online users. We're aiming to expand our market to Turkey as our second market. Turkey is estimated to have a $200 million e-learning market size by 2023, which shows that the infrastructure for expansion and investments is available in the realm of e-learning. Our next goal is to move towards China. We've been able to sell more than $50,000 in the past 15 months with a starting investment of just $1,500 in a country with an average annual income of just over $3,200. We aim to increase our market share to 8% by 2022. We have been working together for the better part of 2 decades. Dr. Nasiri and I are in charge of the educational end of things, and Ali Reza is responsible for the technical support and also marketing. Since we have achieved most of our goals in Iran, we are looking forward to expanding our market to Turkey. We see Turkey as a gateway to other countries, including China, and we need $800,000 in order to expand our market in Turkey.
Sorry, you're based in Iran, but you want to service Turkey? Is that, I didn't quite catch that piece.
Hi.
Yes. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, yeah, I can hear you now. Can you
Sorry.
hear me?
Yeah. Perfect. Thanks. No, I was just going to ask, you said you're based in Iran, but you want to serve Turkey. What's your kind of local market, your first local market?
In Turkey or in Iran?
Yeah, where are you based? Where are you based?
Right now we are based in Iran. We're based in one of the cities of Iran called Zanjan.
And do you want to grow into Turkey, or you want to focus first on Iran?
No, we have already focused on Iran. We have our market in Iran is not bad, and we want to expand to Turkey actually.
Okay. Do you want to? Do you see like it could be a bit difficult to scale in multiple countries at the same time, or you figured out how to?
No, it won't be, because we have done a little bit of market research about Turkey. We know some of the things, and we also have the infrastructure. We already have the infrastructure in Iran. We know what we're going to do. I mean, the platform is mostly the same. There's just some minor changes have to be made. Other than that, the main idea is the same.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you said you did market research. How much did you spend to acquire customers from Turkey?
I didn't get you, Ozan. Can you repeat your question?
So you're asking for $800,000 only for Turkey. How much does it cost to acquire a customer in Turkey in your tests?
I can't give you an exact number for that, because the amounts that we are how much for? No, it's okay. $350.
$1, $10.
About 300. Yeah, because we are no. Considering the exchange rate of the lira and the dollar thing is also important.
Okay, how much in dollars? 50?
میگه برای گرفتن یک customer how much?
I just googled the lira to dollars, but I think it's about
$1 to $12.
$.
Good. Timothy. I did the math
I
for
was
you.
just saying I was looking up the conversion rates quick. That's all.
The calculation.
Yeah, I'm no expert in this space, so actually no questions here. But thanks for the pitch.
Thank you.
So much. Great. Next time, please make the translation. Next pitch coming online is Hopebox.
Hi, my name is Eberichi Ndukadike. I'm the co-founder at Hopebox. I'm an architect and I live in Lagos State, Nigeria, and I belong to Africa's rising middle class of 300 million people. About 70% of us do not have access to affordable and decent dwellings. That's a huge deficit of 51 million homes across the continent. At the same time, between 5 to 20% of luxury development in African urban centers lie unoccupied. So at Hopebox, our solution is the commodification of shelter, particularly for the critical segment of Africa's middle class. Our product is aimed at rapid manufacture. So we are manufacturing high performance cabins. We're also preferring affordability by flexible payment methods. And we're also innovating in how space is shared and how land is used. The image here is the image of our first prototype, the 1-bedroom apartment. It's priced at $20,000. Our clients sit across the entire value chain of the real estate, and not just housing, but in education, hospitality, and the likes. We also offer custom build for medium to large projects, modular custom build. The market potential is put at $300 billion. There's an addressable market of 20 million across 4 African countries. Revenue generation is from direct online sales, custom modular build. We also want to do custom complementary products and services like food to enhance the entire experience. So we'll be partnering across all strata of the revenue model. Our key team members are seasoned professionals in construction, real estate, product development, finance. We seek $1.8 million and strategic partnerships in tech engineering and finance. This will enable us gain for market penetration and also for market dominance. Thank you very much.
Good. Eberechi with Hopebox. Well done. I think you're not online yet. Eberechi. Khalid is coming. Timothy is coming. Eberechi is not coming. Okay. I don't think the startup is online at the moment. But what would be your...
He's online, Ozan, but I think he has some technical issues because he became presenter.
Yeah, and then he got lost.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you guys have any questions, just for the sake of like clearing a balance, just shoot your questions so that at least Eberechi will understand how the investors were thinking towards his business. So even if he's not online, are you interested in the real estate aspects of this? What would you say?
Yeah, I think there's some kind of interesting elements to it. It's like a very worthy cause as well. So I think it's worth like looking at a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I think so. Large industries like real estate got really big hits during the COVID, and things will not go very easy. And maybe this is a transformational moment for a very old industry who was not using so much technology. They even had so many problems with using IoT technology. So maybe this COVID will probably be a good way to get them towards new technology. Yeah. So yeah, we can, I think, move to the next one. We can talk with Khalid for hours and with Timothy for hours, but like, let's keep the ball rolling.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mami. Today I'm going to talk about our software that detects crime in real time. In the last decade, there won't be a significant change in number of violent crimes in Europe. Our software will be able to detect crime in real time and alert authorities. This way, it will help to prevent crime, and in the long term, it will be a deterrent for crime. It will be modular. Customer will choose from several modules to which one they want. This way, for example, SMEs will have a way to alert authorities as soon as crime starts. We implemented MVP for 2 modules and obtained promising results. Global market size is $43 billion and is growing significantly each year. We sell our product through monthly licensing. We already started talking with customers. For example, Limak wants to use our product in their airport as soon as product is ready. Globally, there are lots of companies that provide smart security solutions. In Turkey, several companies are working towards same goal. We want to distinguish ourselves as a company that detects all kinds of crimes, such as pickpocketing, shoplifting. Our vision is forecasting crime, but towards this goal, first we'll provide solutions to detect crime indoor than outdoor. As a team, we have both management and technical expertise to run this company, especially we have expertise on deep learning, computer vision. We are looking to $100,000 investment. Thank you for listening to me.
Good. Big spite. If you unmute yourself, Timothy will have a lot of questions.
Yeah, thanks for presenting. I just had the question of what are you training your data on?
Hello. We are training on CCTV cameras images. There are lots of video on YouTube available publicly from all around the world. We collect crime data from different worlds, like India, China, USA, Turkey. Then we train with these images.
And who do you see as your main competitor, and what's your competitive advantage over them? I saw a few names like Palantir, from Palantir
Yes.
to kind of a lot of names doing some different things there.
As we know, there are lots of specialized companies who are specialized in AI, but especially in Turkey, in Middle East, there are lots of companies who work in this area, but that doesn't achieve this goal. So we want to detect crime with software, but it's actually lots of companies we mentioned are also our partners, because we want to be partners with companies who sell hardware, secured hardware. So, for example, like Hikvision. So, company we want to partner with companies who sell hardware. This way, we'll reach significant not only businesses but also single customers. In AI part.
So let's go to the AI part later.
Okay,
Khalid,
thanks.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you. Clear from my side, very clear. Thank you.
Perfect. So be clear on the competitive part, and I wish you good luck. So next in line, we are going to. Where are we going to?
My name is Dafa Prima. I am from Catering. So Catering is a standardized catering marketplace. So we have a standard, for example, standard for packaging, standard for delivery systems, and standard for food vendors in our partner. So we came from the three main problems in Indonesia. For the first is fraud. Fraud that happens commonly in Indonesia. For example, the food didn't come to the customers, or the price going very high for certain customers. This is make in Indonesia people to make their mindset into branded mindset. So they prefer to order in a branded catering services instead of small medium enterprises one. This make an imbalance economic in Indonesia. So our solutions is we have easy and fast transaction system in website, and we forward the order into the food vendors, and we standardize the packaging, we standardize the delivery system into the customers. So we have supply chains too, for make sure that the raw material is getting standard. Everything getting standard. So the raw materials are gathered in Catering warehouse, and we forward to the all partners of vendor. We have three target market. The first is college student, the second is office workers, and the third is head of family. We estimated the market size in Indonesia around $73 billion, and in Southeast Asia around $351 billion. And we get 15 until 20% commission in each box. and 5 until 10% commission in supply chains. So we have deliver more than 5,000 box of food, and we generate revenue more than $6,000. This is March 2019 until February 2020. And we are connected from laboratories connection in Telkom University, Indonesia. That's why we gathered and we found Catering until now. Thank you.
Dafa, welcome.
You hear my voice?
Yeah. How long have you been operating now today?
We start in 2019 until now. Because of the coronavirus, we don't have any even catering, but we are moved into. We try to have a daily catering services because in Indonesia, a lot of people are not going outside. They prefer to order food into their house. Like that.
And you do. It's mostly universities. How many universities have you signed up?
We are based on Telkom University in Bandung, of course. We focused in district, not university, but
Okay.
the university is my channel because I still a student in my university. So this is the easiest channel for me.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So how much was your growth rate per month before the COVID?
My growth rate around 5%. Around 5%.
So every month you were going 5% until the COVID started.
Yes. And we don't have any kitchen. We have a zero kitchen. We have partners and we have the customers. We connect them. So this like a white labeling.
And per delivery, your revenue is around $1.
Sorry.
Per delivery, your revenue is about $1, right?
For the delivery, the food vendors, they can deliver by themselves, and we take around 15 until 20% each box.
So what you showed was like you had 6,000 revenue and 6,500 deliveries. That's why I'm making the calculation. Maybe it would be good to kind of show your revenue per delivery as well.
Okay.
Timothy,
per box, in the average, they have threshold. They have price around 15,000 rupiah in rupiah, and we up the price until around 2,000 rupiah.
all right, which next time Timothy is trying to calculate how much that is in dollars, but Timothy, do you have any questions?
No questions on my end. It's clear.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Take good care. All the best to Indonesia. Next, we're going to have Homeschool.
All right. So, in 2017, my mom, a small business owner, wanted to improve her spoken English to help her business. But nothing that was available on the market really worked for her. I speak English very fluently and I wanted to help, I just didn't want to do it myself. I thought there were others with English as good as mine, and definitely other people in my mom's same situation. That's where the idea was born. At Homeschool, we help those who want to learn spoken English by matching them with language proficient coaches, and we charge a transaction fee. Now here's the secret sauce. By incentivizing genuine conversation between the coach and learner, we maximize learning motivation and speed. And by giving the flexibility to both parties of choosing their own times and their own locations, we achieve two distinct objectives. We increase the feeling of comfort and convenience of the whole process. And we also make our costs variable since both parties pay and get paid according to the hours that they choose, making our business model easily scalable. We started this whole journey from zero budget in 2017, and we've come a long way since then. We've gotten our first 10K investment in 2018, and we turned those to 50K in 1 year. We served over 800 customers, and our new learning model has attracted some of the most prestigious clients on the local market, like the World Food Program. And we've gotten a customer acquisition cost to lifetime value ratio of 1 to 12. Now, we know that this was thanks to our great team. We're longtime friends. We met in China while working in 2009. And aside from our shared and extensive teaching experience, we each bring to the table our own culture, our own perspective, and a long-standing experience in the fields of education, tech, and business management. Mixing all of that in this project during this time has continued to be an amazing learning and growing experience for us all. Now, during the time we've been in business, we've gotten to know our competition pretty intimately. We started in Tunisia, an almost virgin market dominated by established traditional methods that overlook the new learning sciences. And our next step is a huge international market set to hit $54.8 billion in 2025, but still overwhelmed by tech and lacking focus on the human aspect of the learning process. Now, in that direction, we've projected that 100K seed investment spent on marketing and a dedicated enterprise product that's already underway would set us at 400K in profit by 2023.
Thank you, Adil.
Hello?
Hi, Adil. Thank you. Tell me, do you want to scale those numbers just in Tunisia, or you want to scale it in different countries?
We want to definitely move out to the international market as soon as we can, but we feel that right now we have an opportunity to really take over the Tunisian market because every bit of competition that we have here is really set on the old methods.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and how do you see your? Can you go a little bit deeper into the competition, right? So there are many different kind of online platforms to learn a new language.
Right.
Why is yours the kind of the best?
Okay, so throughout the past experience we've had, we first found a model that does bring in revenue, but also we found a method that is quite different from anything else that exists because we really focus on the flexibility and on the human aspect of the learning process. Like, we motivate our coaches to go and learn more about their students, to know them on a more personal level, so that their conversations around the language are actually extremely relevant to the customer. This led us to this benchmark we did a year into our business against local competition that showed us that we are up to 5 times faster in terms of achievement. And when I say achievement, I'm talking about the professional who doesn't need to go through grammar and go through all the intense learning process. He just needs to be able to speak English to talk with his business partner or to travel. And here we help them achieve these results extremely fast compared to the competition because we focus on that spoken aspect.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
You will be moving into big technologies now.
Hello, my name is Razi, and today I want to present to you BIG, the Digital Team Building Activities Marketplace. Actually, back in 2019, in January, we released the Infinite Loop, the first virtual reality team building activity worldwide. The Infinite Loop was played by more than 400 companies in 40 countries worldwide and by more than 20,000 participants. It's today distributed by 30 partners, and it's already rewarded 2 times as the best team building game of the year in 2019. Through our partners, we generated more than $1.2 million. Today, we want to create a marketplace for digital team building activities like the Infinite Loop. There is more than 10,000 potential partners worldwide and hundreds of potential tech products to be distributed through a one-stop shop marketplace. The content providers have the tech know-how, but they don't have access to the market. And from the other side, the HR agencies want to organize innovative team building activities to their clients, but they don't have the know-how, they don't have the time, they don't have the money to develop digital team building activities. So Big will be the marketplace to bridge the gap between them. Let's do the map. Remember, the Infinite Loop is distributed through 40 partners and generated $1 million. And as I said, there is 10,000 potential partners. So we can reach very easily $25 billion of market potential just by team building programs and activities. Today, there is no competition for now, but we want to move fast as the COVID crisis especially showed the power of virtual and digital team building activities. Our team is made by Walid. Walid has more than 15 years of experience as entrepreneur in gaming industry. Myself, I have more than 25 years of experience in the team building industry, and Wafa, our biz dev and marketing with more than 8 years of experience. We need today $500,000 to hire first our CTO for establishing our operations in Europe and to build the MVP version with pilot activities and partners. Thank you for listening to us and okay.
Ghazi, can you hear us?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good.
All right, perfect. So before category, how, like, is there a $25 billion market in team building activities? How do you come up with that?
It's very easy, actually. As I was saying, with one product and 30 partners, we generated $1.2 million as revenues. This is the revenue made by the partners worldwide, and we have a fraction of it as our part of it, which is royalties that we have on their sales. There is more than 10,000 companies doing team buildings around the world, and there is like hundreds of products, potential products to be put in. So just we need to do the calculation with one product and 40 partners, it's 1 million. So if you move to 10,000 partners distributing products and hundreds of products to be input into the marketplace, we can reach 25 billion.
So I can agree that you're multiplying A, B, C, D and getting to 25, but I don't see the top-down approach on, like, is that the VR market? Is that the content market? Is that the hardware market? That's kind of a little fuzzy for me, but I'll leave it to Timothy for more questions.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you could take us deeper into your revenue number. So what was your revenue in 2019? What's your monthly recurring revenue now? And overall revenue growth since you've started?
Yep. Actually, what we are doing right now and what we have done in our pocket, let's say at the end of 2019, is 12% of what we have seen. Okay, so 12%, this is our margin that we are doing, and it's almost 90% of net revenue because it's just net revenues what we are doing. And how it's happening now with the COVID, that we moved to online version of the same product, and just in 2 months it was like sold for more than 30 companies already, and we are talking about big names here in our portfolio like Google, IBM, Microsoft, HSBC, companies like that are already playing this. And just to answer Ozan also, it's team building. This is for us the first step, because we want to expand to all HR tech products. And by HR tech products, I'm talking about onboarding products, I'm talking about assessment tech products, learning products, training products. All these will be inserted in the marketplace later. We want to start with the team building because it's here already, but we want to expand this in the next coming years to all HR products and HR consulting.
Maybe I missed it. Sorry, maybe it was my fault. But what was your revenue in 2019?
The revenue for the Infinite Loop was 1.2 million.
1.2. Okay, and what's your monthly recurring revenue now?
Sorry.
What's your monthly recurring revenue now?
Right now it's changed because of the COVID, because all team building activities stopped, so we are moving to the virtual team building. But we are in the same trend. We are doing less because all the market has it's moving. because all companies are looking for new ways of doing team buildings, and that's why we have moved to virtual. So it's very, 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 very new even to us. We started this new activity doing the Infinite Loop online just 1 month ago. So in the last month, we did already 30 companies playing this game.
Okay.
And we want, this is just, as I said, the Infinite Loop is the pilot, and we want to expand this to all digital activities. And as I was saying, this market now is just exploding with the COVID, because all this like remote working is new stuff for the companies, is new stuff for all the industry. So we are in today, right now, and we want to move very, very fast to be in this market very, very, very soon. We were pioneer by doing this like starting 2 years ago, but today we need to go fast and we need to go now.
Let me jump to Khalid if you have any questions.
How much do you want to raise in the near term? Like, how much capital do you require in the next year or so?
$500,000 for the next year.
And have you raised capital before, or this is the first?
No. Actually, we have done everything in reverse gear in this company. And we started by securing the distribution network, the partners. We created the product, we sold the product, we have our references, and now we want to scale up. So we have done all before on our own money. So now,
where are you based?
Sorry?
Where is the company based?
Company based today is in Tunisia, but we want to move to Europe. We want to move to France or to UK for the next steps. So we are not sure yet where we want to go, but it will be France or UK.
All right. Good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to have Merkins or Merkins.
Hello, my name is Meriç. I am founder of Merkins. I'm from Izmir in Turkey and 26 years old. A product which is lightens workload in living areas and organizes the entire virtual in real mechanism. Merkins has 5 package solutions, so Merkins solves living areas all mechanism problems. 82 million people who are in Turkey, and our target is market average of 70% in the country. Accordingly, we enter a market volume of $515 million. Merkins is ready to professional sales with you, and our expansion plan is ready. The investment amount which we request will be recovered in 1 year. Also, here are a few of our real competitors and our reverse engineering mechanism. We have 2 types of users. Standard and ultra users have different services. Merkins makes money with this package. We got software partnership for 20% share. After the contract, our partnership structure is changed. Merkins continues on its way with technology developers and partners, so no trader. This technology is the result of these skills. We know how to make money and being sustained. We keep our customers with us. To say I am in the markets. Thanks for your interest.
Meriç is, I think, online. So there should be red buttons that you need to turn to green. Yeah, okay, perfect.
Can you hear me clearly?
There is an echo, but that's okay. So before Khalid and Timothy jumps in, what's your competition advantage? I mean, you compared with features, but there's so many global players, local players. How do you compete against them? And I don't remember seeing your traction so far.
Yes. We have a few of our competitors in this screen, and there are market leaders for Option, and our differences between Merkins and others is real mechanism. We we uh, we totally add the all of the companies to our system, and this, these companies giving some services on the other system with our system to all living areas, and basically our big differences from the others is
All right. Do you have revenues already?
yes. So
how much are you growing? Because you're a monthly service, I think.
yeah, we have get the $1.3 from a house, and we have 12 living areas. That means living area means occurred average 100.
Just tell me the monthly revenue. Don't give me the calculation. Just tell me your monthly revenue, how much you're growing per month.
Okay.
On average.
About $5,000.
So last month's revenue is about $5,000.
Yes.
Previous month
yes,
was like okay.
Monthly, our average $65,000 from 2019 October to right now.
You said monthly 5,000 and then 65,000. Maybe I'm missing something, but we'll figure it out later. Probably Khalid and Timothy are not super interested in the market, so they're not asking questions, or maybe Khalid is.
No, I said you asked my question around the revenue, but I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank
Timothy,
you.
You're welcome.
No questions on my end. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks. Thank you so much, Mitch. Good luck.
You're welcome.
And thanks for joining me. I'm Polash Dotto, the founder and project leader at Dataful. What is Dataful? Dataful is the statist of the Southeast Asia and open data. Currently, we are focusing on Bangladesh, where at least 800 companies waste time in data formatting, as data in Bangladesh is always found in static file format. Moreover, 900,000 managers lag in data analysis, as sector-wise open data are scattered across websites. In addition to that, at least 800,000 undergrads cannot use data, as data is unavailable in reusable format. As a solution to that problem, we provide the only web platform in Bangladesh where open data is available in accessible format. The total available market in Bangladesh is $149 million, and serviceable available market is $93 million, and the serviceable obtainable market is $28 million. Our product is a website. Someone comes to our website and searches for data, gets an instant result, sees the data and analysis, and then he or she can download the data. The core feature of our product is that we provide all curated open data in one place with accessibility, with quick analysis feature, and all the data are available in reusable format. We have at least 4 international competitors in open data business, but with local curated open data in one place and with quick analysis feature, we think we stand apart from them. We have planned to cover at least 5 more countries of Southeast Asia within next 5 years. Our business model is based on subscription. Both individual and company can subscribe to our product. We started in 2018. Till 2019, we had 3 clients. And in 2020, we have added 2 more clients to our portfolio. One is the world's largest NGO, BRAC, and the other one is a government agency. And the team, apart from me, there is Devobrata Mondol, who is the backend developer, and Shakil Ahmed and Rubaiyat Islam do the data gathering and analysis thing. We're raising fund for 12 months, which is $43K in amount, and we'll cover 11 sectors of open data in next 12 months, and we will earn $121K revenue within next 12 months. Of the fund, 35% will go for product development, 27% will go for sales development, and 20% will go for tech management. That's all. Thanks again for joining me. Any question, please?
Thank you for that. Thanks. What's your, how do you see yourself placed in a competitive landscape? So who else, as you go out to market, do you bump up across against as you look to secure clients? And then who, how do you differentiate yourself?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you. To be frank, there is no open data market here right now. Why do I say that? Because we contact the clients, we make them to believe, we make them to understand that they need these data features, and then we sell to them. But in Bangladesh right now, no other company is proposing such data product.
Great, thank you.
And what's your go-to market strategy? So are you planning to expand out of Bangladesh at some point, or?
No, we plan to for this year, for next 12 months, we plan to focus only in Bangladesh. Next, we plan to cover Southeast Asian region, starting with India, where the market is at least 35 to 40% in terms of nearly $4 billion market there. Then we will expand 4 more countries. By 2025, we plan to cover 6 countries of the Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm. And what competition will you face as you're expanding into India?
We will face to, mainly the problem will be the data are available in inaccessible format. Converting those data in accessible formats and to make the accessible product will be the main challenge, not other some companies there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
So you're going to a very large market earlier than you're going to the smaller markets. I think when you went to India, you'll be so swamped if you are really delivering the product. You will not have time to go to smaller markets. And I didn't catch the revenue model and the cost. You have a B2B, B2C model, but how much are the costs?
It's B2B and mainly B2B, because individual can subscribe to the product with a very minimum amount of, say, for $5 for individual subscribers, and for company subscribers, it's around $300 for 7 users. They will get up to 7 users. A company can subscribe for up to 7 users by $300 per month.
Okay, so you should maybe increase your B2C cost as well, because if you're selling to B2B for $20, $25 per person, and B2C for $5, that should be the opposite. But that's something you'll need to figure out. All the best to Bangladesh. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thanks.
Hello. So 4 years ago, my family decided to build a new home. But during the design process, the architect's designs were always different from what we had in mind for our home. We were stressed, and this is because this place had to feel like home. So I want you to imagine if you had to spend years living in a place that doesn't feel or look like home. So the main problem is poor communication between customers and professionals during design of homes. And another problem is millions of potential architects and engineers are unemployed due to unemployment crisis. I myself, being a civil engineer and my co-founder being an architect, we have experienced firsthand the problem of communication with customers and unemployment crisis in the construction sector. And that is why we decided to build Okah, a self-home designing web app, which connects architects, engineers, customers. In Okah, architects and engineers can freelance. The users design their homes in 2D and 3D. They get post-estimation and connect with professionals. So how does it work? First, the users design their home, and then Okah generates cost for the user, and Okah gives the user a list of professionals they can book. The market size of Okah is $23.1 billion worldwide. So we have quite a number of competitors, but Okah stands out in terms of first connection within people, also enabling them to design within budget, but also helping them to collaboratively design from different parts of the world. Okah also stands out in terms of modularity and engagement of users through the design process compared to our competitors. Okaya's revenue comes from monthly subscription, connection links, and product retail services. And to scale up and improve Okaya services, we're in need of $70,000. And with this amount, we see Okaya with a yearly revenue of about $38 million in the next 2 years. Okaya expects to scale worldwide. We are currently in prototype and expecting to launch by the end of June. Allow me to introduce Okaya team. I, Doreen, the founder, I'm a civil engineer, innovation designer, but also a virtual home design expert. My co-founder, Alex, is an architect and also a virtual home design expert. I work in the product design hand in hand with Raymond, who is a programmer expert. Raymond is also a marketing expert, so he works with Maya in managing the marketing and sales of Okaya. And with this incredible team, we assure all our customers one more reason to dream. Thank you.
Perfect. Doreen is online, and I think the first question I'll have is, you have 4 days to launch. Are you on schedule?
Yes.
Okay, when you launch, what will be the first 100 days look like? How many new customers? How many paying customers? What's your strategy? Is anybody expecting you to deliver the product? Can you give us, because you're pre-launch, like there's not much to worry about except for traction at the moment.
Yes, so we did a survey a few months ago just to check the market validation, and we got response from 2,000 users, and they all told us that they're looking forward to using this product and they're willing to actually pay for this product. So for the first month, after we launch, we will not charge the users because we want to test the product for a few days and try to see the feedback from the users, maybe for a month. And then after that, we will start actually charging the users. Yes.
So my advice to you is start charging, give them a free month, but let them know they have to pay after the month, because those 2,000 customers will probably not pay. Surveys are usually misleading. I hope it works the other way for you, but good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Khalid, Timothy, do you want to build your next house in Okaya?
I would love to. I think once you're ready to go, it looks really interesting. Do you have a geographic focus, or is this kind of like a global product?
So Okaya is a global product, but we mainly wanted to focus it on Africa, and that is because of the second problem that drives building Okaya, and that is the unemployment of potential architects and engineers. And this is a problem that is really dominant in African countries, where architects and engineers graduate, but due to the unemployment crisis, they don't have opportunities to work somewhere. Yeah.
What's the opportunity for recurring? Because if someone say designs a home, maybe it takes, I don't know, 2-3 months, and then are they done, or is there some way you can charge them continuously?
Thank you for the good question. So the first time the customer can design their homes, and we expect customers to design not only in 2D but in 3D. But after the first design, the customers can also come back and forth to redecorate their house, maybe change the furniture, and they can actually, in the future, we are planning to be able to cooperate with brands, so customers can actually design their homes differently every time and be able to purchase these furnitures from our website directly and be able to use them to their homes. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
All right. I would not necessarily recommend going into furniture selling business. Stick to software, sell software. Don't bother about furniture selling, because if you think what you say is true in terms of market, you don't have to worry about the additional business model. Just sell the software to engineers and architects, and you'll be fine. Don't do mission creep. And good luck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next will be Small Chops.
Hi, my name is Tolu from Lagos, Nigeria, and this is Trophy Gora. Gora originates from two words meaning food and market, and we are a young brand for African cuisine. We currently identify local food products that appeal to large segments of the population, build quick service brands around them based on our tested and proven technology, then sell mini franchises of these brands after they have been established. Why are we here? Colonization left most of Africa struggling to catch up with the rest of the world in terms of modernization and civilization. Thankfully, technology has made it possible for Africa to start the catch-up journey with the rest of the world. Unfortunately, though, the downside of this catch-up race is the cultural decay that accompanies it, especially in terms of local food content. People are eating and promoting international food brands over our local food content and cuisines, which has a harrowing effect on our culture. The Africa Development Bank estimates that Africa would be importing 3 times as much food as it is today by 2025, reducing focus threefold on our local cuisine, which is a pivotal part of our culture and heritage. So what is the solution to this? The solution is that we are building a world-class QSR in Nigeria, one that is technologically driven, with a delivery-only online model, providing employment, selling franchises to small business owners while promoting Nigeria culture and heritage through our food. Our first product is smallchops.ng. Here is an overview of our social media page with an impressive following on Instagram. Smallchops.ng is the first product of Gora launched in 2016 and a local finger foods provider. Since 2016, we have produced and delivered over 100,000 packages, ranging from $1.50 to $20 per package to our customers. In the past year, smallchops.ng has continued to grow steadily month on month, even in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. An overview of our revenue growth shows that in the first 4 months of 2020, we have experienced immense growth, despite a decline in the rest of the economy. We currently operate in a market size of 313 billion, representing merely 0.3% of that market. We are Gora, profitable, growing month on month, pandemic-proof, in a $300 billion market. Thank you.
Thank you for that. What kind of channels are you using to so how does it you mentioned like chatbot, like website, etc. What's the primary channel that you're going to start? Or you're going to do everything?
Uche, you're muted. No problem. We are getting good at lip reading. The red button should turn to yellow.
Can you
Perfect.
hear me?
Yes.
All right then. Yes. So your question. Currently, we have a customer service team of 6 that handles requests across all the current channels. Our most prolific channel is actually social media, followed closely by phone call and WhatsApp, although WhatsApp still qualifies as social media, before our website content. So what we realized is the best way to push our brand in the faces of all the people that we want to reach is to be everywhere they are at any point in time. So what happens is you could be on Twitter and you have a craving for something and it's a simple DM, or you could be on Instagram, you could be texting someone on WhatsApp and remember that you need to eat something and everything just, you can get your order delivered. And currently we deliver in under 2 hours and all the foods are made from scratch.
So how are the profit margins looking at the moment?
We are currently operating at a 25% profit margin on average, but that has increased steadily during the COVID-19 pandemic because we have started to do bulk orders, and with the economics of scale, the more raw materials we purchase, the cheaper it is. So in the midst of the pandemic, our margins actually went up to about 35%.
What do you need to grow? How much money do you need to grow? Because I didn't see that you're asking for anything.
Yes, so we are currently looking to raise about 250,000
How much?
US. 250,000.
250. Okay.
Yes. So we would use this money to build world-class kitchens in the cities that we want to operate out of. These kitchens will serve as pre-production centers that will create the quick serve foods that we are going to be reselling, and then resell this to franchises through our distribution network. It's also going into advertising. Another part of the site that wasn't mentioned is our total advertising spend from inception has been less than 3,000 US dollars, and that has translated into over $300,000 in revenue.
Right. So my advice to you is either raise larger and grow faster, or raise a small round and grow faster. But don't waste time trying to raise money for so long. Get the money and keep running. Probably my advice. Timothy, probably you're not going to be interested in small chops. You like to eat big chops.
No, I'm no expert in this space, so no questions on my end.
All right. Good luck, guys. Thank you, Uche. Hope to see you soon, maybe in Istanbul. Now we're going to All United.
Hello, my name is Mahmoud. I'm presenting All United on behalf of the team. Let's think about the big hidden market opportunity in the global travel and tourism. It's fragmented till now. It's like Amazon of the travel and tourism for the first time, and it's going to be integrated by All United. Solution is simple: comprehensive integrated website and application for the first time. Product is simple and convenient. Register, use all benefits in real time. Our business model is divided in 3 parts. Transaction-based, receiving 10% of each activity which is taking place in our platform. Community is like Instagram and Facebook of travel and tourism for the first time and free of charge, and messenger chat, deposit and credit needed for chatting with local tour guides peer-to-peer for the first time. Market size, numbers are huge. Data is taken from WTTC. Go-to-market strategy is a strategic partnership, HR director staff, country director staff, and ATL, BTL, and digital, and PR with detailed plans. Competition is very huge and very vast. We have some new attributes and business model like integration and some other things for the first time to overcome in the market. Seeding capital $2 million, moving from MVP to final launch in the market, HR, CapEx, and marketing, 3 pillars, which is very important. Also, HR is a key for us. Our competitive advantage, embedded social media app, as you can see, embedded messenger chat, trip test in the beginning of each trip, NPS at the end of each trip, and plan, action, and finish for the first time, local tour guide connections for the first time after machine learning. Me and 2 other Mohammed Rezas, we are team members. We are doing our best to give the best in the world. All possible, all together. Thank you.
So, Mahmoud, if you can hear me, I just have one clarification to get from you. Yes, you're coming online.
All right.
Are you raising?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear. Are you raising $2 million at seed stage?
Yes. For this big market opportunity, we need this amount to do our HR and relocation packages, plus some capex and marketings as you may see.
But good luck.
It's huge. It's huge for the seeding, yes, because we don't have pre-seed. That's where we escape.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you call it: seed, pre-seed, flying dragon, unicorn maker. Call it around whatever you like. $2 million is too much. But Khalid has more money than I do, so let me see what he has a question about.
I think I should approach rich persons or rich
I'm
VCs.
that's correct. Not correct. That's a slanderous statement. Not richer than Ozan, I'm afraid. Maybe someday in the future, but not right now.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 million, rich or not rich, just tough. Timothy, do you know any rich people who can make $2 million?
Maybe I should adjust the figures and reapproach them.
That is the point I'm trying to make, but I didn't want to make that public. Yeah.
Okay, I will adjust. I will adjust for the city.
Think about it. Let's say.
No, okay.
But
for
like,
sure.
Build the company, build the MVP, go forward, and good luck. But when you ask 2 million at seed stage, none of the investors will ask you anything, as you can see in the example. That's
okay. I see.
That won't make the cut.
Okay,
but thank you for
I will
the presentation.
Thank you too.
And you're welcome. We'll be moving to Cosa Supplies with Lizette.
Have you ever got a product, access to different suppliers, and from the other hand, a supplier? Do you know how difficult is to find a product to sell to? How expensive is make yourself known and grown as a small and medium enterprise? Cosa Supplies take care of all this through its agile management method. We want to revolution the construction sector with our reverse action. This will allow you bidding downward in real time, guarantee the best price available on the market, promote more transparent operation, and the best part, our user save time, because quotation and negotiation processes is very long and exhausting. The first validation was done through Facebook. We posted some material requirement and the people start code. We received around 50 code and the people start bidding downward in real time. Right now, we are in the second validation. We have a real MVP with 200 active users in Mexico. Our business model is very simple. We charge annuity of 600 USD. And for this quantity, you have access to the reverse auction, traditional codes, and reports about the market. This is one of our comparative advantage compared with our competitor because they charge a commission of 35% of the transaction value. That is affect to the final user because profit margin in that sector is very low. We want to run from your hand. We divided our ground in 3 stages. In the first one, we will launch the final version of Cosa Supplies. Then, before reaching 1 year, I want to reach 1,000 active users in Mexico. And in the last stage, I want to license the platform and start working in Peru, since we find the construction sector is growing in that country. For last, I want to tell you the most important part, our team. Those people are one that make magic happen. What are you waiting for to be part of us? I am waiting for you.
So thank you for that.
Hi.
So essentially it's like a B2B marketplace for construction. That's what is that how that captures it well?
Yes, it's like a reverse auction.
Yeah.
The construction company publish their necessity and our provide our suppliers begin to bid in downward real time to guarantee the best price available on the market.
How many clients do you have on the platform today?
2,000 active users.
And how much? What's the value of the merchandise that's flowed on the platform?
Yes, the value of the merchandise is 900,000 millions.
$900,000.
Excuse me?
How much? $900,000?
Yes.
Okay, más o menos.
Okay.
Más o menos.
So, in terms of growth, where else is after Peru?
Sorry? Can you repeat because my internet is very...
No problem. No problem. So you are planning to go to Peru at the end of the year in 12 months.
Yes, because we find
Why? And how big is that market?
Yes, because we find that Peru is growing in that sector and it's very similar to Mexico. So it's very easy to license the platform.
Or have you done any market research over that?
Yes.
Do you have any users? What do you need to, because usually construction is a very local business. Suppliers, people, you might need a sales operation to expand, although your product is online. So that could be a challenge to think about.
Yes, but we are looking for a partners in Peru to license the platform.
Okay. So I advise you to do the partnership negotiations or
yes,
like as quickly as possible. So maybe you might need to go to another country. Timothy, this is far off. This is too hot for an Austrian. Mexico, Peru.
What time it is there? You're up early in the morning.
Yes, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
that early.
I'm no expert, to be honest, in this field, so it seems pretty clear to me. So thanks for the pitch.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lizette, for staying up or waking up that early. Good luck with the future.
Hello, I'm Hadir from Plano. Plano helps couples in their wedding preparation. A year ago, we participated with our friends in the stage of preparing their wedding, and we find the wedding planning put great pressure on bride, grooms, friends, and families due to multiple reasons, such as inability to organize preparation tasks and shopping checklist, inability to distribute and manage budget, and it's not easy to get money to cover the cost of marriage. Waste time searching for suitable wedding vendors, getting repeat gifts. So we decided to build Plan to be all-in-one solution for their special day. We provide couples with multiple tools such as predefined and customizable checklist, budget management tool, ability to book and pay installment to wedding vendors, create guest list and to provide pre-designed invitation to guest list. Also, we provide them with consultation service. Egypt is our target market. It's a huge business opportunity. In Egypt, on average, there are around 900,000 marriages in Egypt annually. Market size is around $11 billion. Our target market will be 30% from this market. We have two main competitors, ZIFAF and Arabia Weddings. Our competitive edge is offering funding solutions such as loans and financial institutions. Subscription and transaction will be our revenue model. Couples and the vendor will pay monthly subscription, and we will get transaction fee on each transaction will processed on our platform. We have 5 milestones to build our product. We are in milestone 1 now. We are 14 members, me and Hadir Talat as a co-founders, and also we have two other technical team members developing the Plano app. We are looking for successful partner with an investment of $300,000 to reach 100K users to make 500K transaction within the next 2 years. We plan, we help, we consult to make you experience an amazing wedding day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
You're welcome. Are you hearing me?
Khalid, yes. Khalid is jumping.
Okay.
You have is the financing? Do you have a partnership with a bank or a financial institution? How are you driving the capital for the financing?
Okay, we will make partnership with the startup that offer the service, such as Money Follis, جمعية Value, or with banking as an installment, such as CIP or any bank in Egypt here.
Okay.
But we start communication, but we don't make deal for now.
Okay, all right. That was my second question. Okay, clear. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
And can you go into your expansion, go-to-market strategy a little bit?
Okay, now we are finalized milestone 1 from features, from building feature as development perspective, and now we make our marketing plan for testing. We will test for 2 months, next 2 months. After that, we will starting launch our product, and we'll start charging from our users. We will communicate with our users from platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. That's it.
Okay, thanks.
I think the only question I have, it's not a trick question, I'm just, for the sake of keeping this lively, is marriage market growing faster than the divorce market?
What?
Is the marriage market growing faster than the divorce market?
Yeah.
Okay, still there are a lot more people getting married than getting divorced.
Yeah.
Okay, or getting married the second time. So that is a market growth that you can mention as well. But I'm just kidding. Like, you're doing a good job. It's really hard to keep people concentrated to just watching online, so I have to make these funny jokes over and over. But good luck in the future. Keep in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ozan.
Bye. Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Mahmoud Ibsawi. A friend of mine one day dreamt to be a photographer, and he started to be excited about this idea by buying lots of important equipment such as cameras, lenses, etc. Then he faced a huge problem on how he can develop his career. Another problem that related to the first one, how can we find a good photographers? In some cases this turns into a tough situation. This is a random post from Facebook timeline, all of them asking for a photographer. That's why we established or created picture request. We are saving your time by making booking any photo session easier than before. Extra income for any photographer ready to join us. Flexible price method. We all know how important to have a price flexibility. Our target segmentation from in this case will be the customer, graduated student, and wedding parties and organization who's looking for photographers to discover their meetings, congresses, etc. Our partner in this case will be photographers and agencies field on photography. Why we are focusing on photographers too much? Because there are more than 80 million photographers living in the world at the moment. What makes us a bit stronger from our competitors? We are the largest photography platform, field and photography, serving or helping photographer, flexible to go globally, as well as we will come back to this point later. Our business model is to take 20 to 22% commission from each photographic services booked on our platform. Even if we are in developing stage, but we gained more than $12,000 from hosting 15 partner with 1,200 active session in first quarter in 2020. Our first milestone will be to have 100,000 active users with 1,200 partner by the end of 2020. Well, that's why we are asking for $100,000 to make this platform able to manage this amount of user. We started to serving Jordanian market, the market who's inspired us to make this unique idea. But we are aiming to expand this idea for lots of countries according to a lot of requests from our clients. Our team from professionals involved in the in photography field. And with that being said, let's empower the photographers. Thank you.
Mahmoud, I have only one.
Yeah, I think we have the same comments. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to ask if she by mistake doubled the video speed, like watching a YouTube video. But if not, man, please don't do this again. I have absolutely no idea what you're doing, and it's your fault. Speaking too fast, trying squeeze a 10-minute speech into 2.5 minutes did not work for you, my friend. I would suggest you to speak.
But to be fair, I did catch it, so maybe.
Good. Like maybe you're used to watching 2 times video, but I'm an old guy. I have to watch it on one time speed. So
yeah, I'm
go
just
ahead,
kidding, but
just enlighten us.
I will clarify it shortly. The platform is.
Let the question come. You're doing something.
I did just have a quick question. Thanks for the presentation, but I did have just a quick question. Where are you at in terms of timeline of product development?
Can you repeat the question?
Where are you at in terms of product development? So do you have an MVP at this point? Are you still developing the product?
We are still in the developing stage because, as we all know, if you want to build an application that can handle this amount of users, even in the low number or low amount of user, you're gonna make or spend lots of time in developing to not face any technical issue. Maybe users cannot reach to the main idea, finding a photographer. Yes.
So you haven't launched it, and probably because Timothy didn't ask a question very fast, you didn't answer very fast. But just want to tell you, like, you need to launch as fast as you want, but as late as you want, but you can. My advice would be to launch it as fast as you want, even building other companies. But let me give you the floor to questions. Just a comment. You don't need to defend it. Just my idea. Khalid is trying to slow down the video to watch it again.
Something like that. No, I was reading the description of the thing.
I'm sorry about this
no worries,
problem.
No worries.
There's a limited time.
Yeah. No, it's quite interesting actually. Once you kind of figure it out, I think it's an interesting thing. I think the question, just market size, I don't know like how big it'll be in somewhere like Jordan. So I think you might have to go quickly elsewhere to other markets.
Yeah, the market Jordan is a pretty big market for us because their customers faced lots of issues in our field. That's what we've made a research about this idea. So we figure out that maybe we have a chances to host from Jordan, at least from Jordan, 1,000 partner at least from Jordan. And if we go globally, we can expand this idea.
Yeah. Launch it and expand, but launch it before. Good luck. All the best to Jordan. And please don't ever do. I'm going to go watch, and on the same event, I'm going to go watch exactly what you preached, and like half the speed. Maybe I get it next time. Good luck, Masana.
Thank you.
Bye. And surprisingly, pretty fast. Very good questions, very neat questions. We're already at the final pitch of the day.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm Pablo Lasso. I'm the CEO of Turbo Limited Company. Turbo is the Airbnb of cars. We connect people that doesn't own a car and want to rent it cheap with people that are trying to rent their car and earn some extra cash with a peer-to-peer car sharing app and web. Being an industry of more than $100 billion and expecting to grow to a $250 billion by 2023, the rental car industry has a huge problem, and that is lack of trust. Let me show you how the car sharing app works. I own a car that I'm currently not using, and want to make an extra car, so I upload it to the app, rent it to a random person who needs my car. There's insurance, of course, involved in here, and that will be it. I just gave my car to a total stranger, expecting that everything goes well. Our competition, like Getaround and a few others around the globe, are doing great, but earning more than $80 million a year with this model. In Turbo, we use the same model, but we give the option to include a driver for your rent. You won't have to expect nothing. You will know that your car is in the best hands. This is how Turbo differentiates from any other car sharing app in the world. We give the option to rent your car with a driver. But who can be a driver? A driver could be anyone with driver's license. Doesn't have to be professional, just a person that we trust, that we're confident to give our car and know that is in the best hands. So this driver will drive around the person that rented my car. With driver, your insecurity goes away, and we do three things. We create job opportunities for drivers. We give a better and exclusive service to the client by having a personal driver with the car they chose. And we give car owners earn extra cash while they're doing nothing. Our team of three is exactly what we needed for a leading startup. A great graphic designer, an incredible genius for tech development, and a business manager ready to help South America churn and earn. Our business model is simple. We get a 20 to 15 fee in every rent. We have an insurance fee also, and publicity and big data. We have developed the app for Android and iOS, and we're looking for a $250,000 investment in our company for South American expansion, marketing campaigns, tech development, and alliances in a cheap economy like the South American. This, guys, is the future of car mobility. This is Turbo. Thank you very much.
Are any of the global ones playing there, like Turo and those types of companies? Oh, is he not on?
I think he can hear, but he hasn't turned his mic on. Yes, he's coming.
Okay. Guys, I was just asking, thanks for that, Pablo. I was just asking, are there any of the global ones there in South America, like Turo, and, like the ones that are big in the US?
No, we don't have like a big competitor here in South America. There's a couple in Colombia that I know that like we have seen, but they are not huge. They are startups like really small and in really small cities also. They're trying out, so we don't have a big competitor here in South America.
So, Timothy, would you give your Maserati to Pablo?
Right, yeah. Maseratis I own, yeah, exactly. Could you go a little bit more into like your traction? Could you dig a little bit deeper there?
Yeah, well, actually, we haven't launched it yet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I missed that then. Okay, sorry. Yeah, bad question. That's my
No,
bad.
good question, but you're not giving your Maserati. That's
good question, but not the right answer yet.
And then what's the timeline then? And with product launch, what do you?
Yeah, so we are already almost ready to launch, but we are still missing the iOS app. It's still developing in the last steps. Hopefully, before Startup Istanbul, we have launched it. I want to go with those able to respond those questions.
And what's your strategy to acquire customers?
Which is what? I'm sorry.
What's your strategy to acquire customers?
Okay, so I work now in a marketing agency that I've created since 2017, and we have launched a lot of apps in South American region. So we have a lot of strategies to go for in marketing and digital also. Part of the marketing campaign is going to in buses, in traditional publicity that is cheap in Ecuador and in South America too. But mostly it's digital, going digital.
Okay, thanks.
because this is the last one, I'm going to be really brutal with you, and because you use the word lean startup, man, like you haven't launched, but you could have had multiple users waiting for you, multiple listings ready, entered manually, but you haven't done any of that, which is, to me, is a big red flag. You keep saying lean startup, but unless you have actual users already, that's going to be a challenge. But thank you so much from all the way from South America to the shores of Istanbul Bosphorus. Good luck. We'll see you.
Thank you. Hopefully we see you.
Inshallah. And Burak, thank you so much for the second day. And where are the panelists? Where are the judges?
Yeah, thank
they are.
It was,
yes,
it was
Timothy
nice
and
learning a little
Khalid,
bit.
should you be online as well? We can sum up and briefly probably have some feedback for the startups who have pitched today. Very brief sum up the day. So, Ozan?
Yeah, I mean, the startups, we had almost from every part of the world. So the investors were knowledgeable about different regions, different competitive advantages, but it's really important for the startups also to be aware of the regional differences and competition in other parts of the world. We usually don't care about a single country unless it's like US, but even in US, it's like different states, different environments, different economies. So the startup should be focused more on pitching to investors what they think could be a competitive advantage globally. And that is a key lesson maybe for the startups in my end from the second day. Khalid, Timothy, do you guys have
I
anything
guess from
to add?
my end, just I would encourage everyone to make sure you clearly articulate really what you view as your strength, right? Your selling point. Maybe it's the traction, maybe it's actually the actual vision if you're pre-product launch, but make sure you clearly articulate this and what it is and what it means in terms of revenue. If it's revenue growth, for example, then really highlight the revenue growth and show how the revenue has grown. If it's your vision, then clearly articulate how you're going to get there. So that would be my top points. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think like it could be a bit clearer in general on like the unique selling proposition, and what the kind of core problem is and how we're looking to solve it. I think that's kind of unifying kind of theme. But it was a really interesting session. I think we met and spoke to like really interesting entrepreneurs. So I think it's great to be part of it.
So maybe one last point would be to founders who took the time to take mentorship and change their slides, change their narratives, and were more coachable. When you meet, for example, you ask questions to several startups, and if you see them in like 2 weeks, and if they're still pitching the same deck, if you're still not getting the same message across, what would your reaction be to that? You're super nice people, and you don't want to be like killing them on the spot, but how do you see this happening, and do you see this as a red flag for the teams you meet?
No, I mean, if we give feedback and they disagree with us, I mean, that's fine. I think like it's their prerogative. But I mean, if our disagreement is strong enough, then I suppose we just don't invest, right? But yeah, I mean, I think you have to admire people who kind of stick to their.
I agree.
They have a view and they're strong about their view. They don't. I mean, equally, it's a red flag if someone every time takes like a bit of feedback changes their model like 10 times, right? Like.
No, that's also a red flag.
There's a good middle ground somewhere.
Yeah. Timothy, you're muted. Where's the line? Okay, we lost. Okay, Timothy's microphone.
I would say actually, I would really just second what Khalid said. You put it very well. Yeah.
I mean, being uncoachable every startup has issues. Every founder has issues. Mm-hmm. because otherwise they will be working in a large corporate, they'll be working in a bank or a telco. So we know being a startup founder is not a normal person job, but I get really worried if they don't hear anything we say. That becomes a worry where they say, because at the end of the day, they will be responsible from everybody's success. And if they're not coachable, then it becomes a red flag, at least on my side. They don't have to agree with anything, that it becomes just a toy. It's pointless. But I think thinking process is important in terms of which comment to take into and which comment to just discard respectfully, at least. But again, this was a good wrap up for the second day of the Startup Istanbul demo day. We had 17 companies joining from all over the world. We had to keep people wake up very early in the morning or sleep very late at night. This is how we roll, and this is the beauty of doing this globally. And I'm really grateful and thank you for the time, Timothy and Khalid. I hope we can have more interactions, and I hope the startups got value from this feedback sessions as well. So with that, I want to leave it to Elif and Burak, and we'll meet tomorrow again.
Ozan, Halit, Timothy, thank you very much for your valuable time and this demo day. Very appreciated. I think lots of founders has got the feedback and also good questions and also insights from yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. See you in Istanbul.
Elif is also coming. Elif.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy to see you again and hope to see you in Istanbul.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.